Hello, let's get started using the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay, I think I've seen this card before. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Makes me think of the Fool card in the Tarot, taking a leap of faith. Leaping, trusting that the universe will catch you. Okay, this is not in alphabetical order, so this may take me a minute or so. There we go. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap. Okay, make the choice to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap toward or away from, but are scared to make the move, or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip. To allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. Okay. Okay, so like I said when I first started reading this, the universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap. So you need to make the choice. Choose to throw your life up in the air. Life up in the air. Okay, that stands out to me. Up in the air. An energy of surrendering, not knowing. It's up in the air. Uncertainty, right? Surrendering to uncertainty. Up in the air, but air makes me think of lightness. Lightness, but also the sword suit in the Tarot. Thoughts. Beliefs. Maybe you're waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual. There's no instruction manual on this journey. You just have your intuition, your spirit team, source, the universe. Leap into the unknown, yeah. Surrender to uncertainty. And of course, that can seem scary, right? There are two images of the same woman. One who did leap, and then there's another image of the same woman. She is still standing on the edge. But that makes me think, well, you actually have leapt. You took that leap of faith. This is your past self, your fear-based self, the self that lived in a paradigm of limitation, fear, with a scarcity mindset. This is you. Let's get another one. And I'm seeing that big moon in the image. You're highly intuitive. And you've made the choice to follow your intuition, to follow your heart. You know, without knowing, that you are meant to be free. You're co-creating a life of freedom with the divine. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? (717) when I looked at the clock. Answer the call. Yes. Just like I said about this leap card and seeing the two images of the same woman, this is you. You have leapt. You've taken that leap of faith, and you have answered the call by taking that leap. You may not know the details because, as the guidebook said, when we're reading about the leap card, there's no instruction manual. You're following the signs, following your intuition, trusting that the synchronicities that you are noticing are the divine breadcrumbs, so to speak, letting you know that you are indeed on the right path. Here we go. Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary. It might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. The limited mind. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul longs for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan. Okay, that makes me think of the instruction manual, right? Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. Well, you've already leaped. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. Okay, yep, that stands out. You are not most people. That is for sure. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. returning to that instruction manual reference. You don't even need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. There is no end destination. I'm going to repeat that. There is no end destination because we're constantly evolving, right? There is no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Ooh, I'm going to repeat that. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Well, maybe there's just something. There's something that you want to do, but it fills you with fear and anxiety. But deep down, if you're truly honest with yourself, it actually, 1111, I like that. It actually speaks to you somehow. And this nudge from your soul may have followed you your entire life. Maybe you try to silence it, to deny that inner voice, but it keeps nudging at you. So let's give an example. A lot of people are afraid of public speaking, but perhaps that is one of the purposes that you are meant to play out during this incarnation. Maybe you've had some experiences around public speaking. Perhaps, there were some occasions where maybe they didn't go so well. Perhaps there's some trauma around that. Perhaps you felt inadequate. Perhaps you were humiliated somehow, dismissed, made fun of. But maybe there were other times where it went well. And if you're really honest with yourself, despite feeling afraid maybe, it actually lit you up. It felt good. So self-honesty, right? Getting really honest with yourself. Digging behind the fear. Just because we feel fearful, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is not a soul calling. And certainly, we each have multiple talents. We don't necessarily have to choose to pursue all of those talents in this single lifetime. Which one is the most persistent nudge from your soul? Which one is the one that seems to be the one you just can't get away from? And then just play, right? Just play, experiment. Okay. Let's see. Shall we? Okay, let's try the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Willing release, 49. That ties in with both of these cards. Taking a leap, having faith, answering the call, saying yes to yourself, to your evolution, to your transformation. Noticing the butterfly here. And seeing this woman soaring. You are meant to soar. Making a wish on these dandelions. You are here to realize your dreams. Ooh, 48. A burst of magic. Makes me think of inspiration. And this figure here, there's a blue outline, and her crown is lit up. Makes me think of divine inspiration, a divine spark. Again, seeing the butterfly, transformation. They symbolize transformation. And I'm looking at this lotus flower too. How the lotus flower initially, well, it grows through the muck. And then look at the beauty that it transforms into. You are meant to create, and you are meant to be seen to display your gifts in some way. Number 31, call of the muse. We have the word call twice. Answer the call, call of the muse. That makes me think of communication. So potentially using your throat chakra. If not, however, you're meant to express yourself in some way creatively, but it will vary from person to person, right? Which medium they will use to express themselves. Call of the muse. Okay, so that also makes me think, okay, call of the muse. So maybe you are someone's muse as well. You inspire others. Yeah, you may be someone's muse. You may be someone's source of inspiration. Ooh, okay. 17, the storyteller. Yep, throat chakra. Whether writing or speaking. Oh, I did mention public speaking, right? Using your throat chakra. Number 17 is a star card in the tarot. You are meant to be seen, as I may have mentioned earlier. Yep. You were meant to be seen. You were meant to be heard. Call of the muse. You were meant to inspire. Ooh. The Oracle's gift, number 37. Well, seeing the crown lit up, as I mentioned earlier. I don't know if I said this. You are likely very intuitive, and this confirms it. The oracle's gift. You have spiritual gifts. But also, again, this makes me think, how? Just like you may be a source of someone's inspiration through expressing your gifts. Let's say that you are the oracle, and there is someone, source, for example, someone through source. We are all source anyway, right? In human form. But just for ease of communication. Someone, 21:21 when I looked at the clock, would like to offer you a gift, is how I'm interpreting this, potentially. Not only are you gifted, but someone or spirit, your spirit team, your ancestors, want to present you with a gift. Perhaps it will be through some form of inspiration, divine inspiration, a divine spark of inspiration to potentially, let's say, write a book. Anything else from here? Okay. Ooh, number 21, exposed and revealed. Okay, this makes me think of the third eye. Seeing something, yes, potentially, let's just call it a divine download, inspiration, that you'll see in your third eye. A vision for a creative endeavor, will be exposed or revealed to you. A gift from the divine to the oracle, to the spiritually gifted one. The spiritually gifted one who has the power to inspire others. Through how she expresses herself. Okay. Let's see if there's anything. Let's see. Anything to add? This is the Witch's Oracle, excuse me, the Green Witch's Oracle deck. Exposed and revealed. Pine tree, vitality, longevity, perseverance. It makes me think about the longevity of life, right? Let's read from the guidebook. Don't know too much about pine trees. Let's see. 85. All right. Card meaning. The pine tree is a symbol of life enduring. Okay. Longevity. The promise that even if things seem dark, it's not over. Some kinds of pine trees have root systems that are centuries old, and while a single tree may die, the established root system can introduce a new seedling to replace it. The rejuvenation cycle tells us that even when something appears to be dead or finished, there are still roots alive. Nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. That's standing out to me. Nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. Don't, okay, give up on it. Pine is a popular building material. It absorbs shock, is resistant to excessive swelling and shrinking, and although it dents easily, it is long-lasting. That makes me think of resilience. And there is one word here, one of the key words, perseverance. The pine tree card tells you to hang in there, persevere, keep going, hold on to your faith, your hope. Life may be knocking you around a bit, but even dented, you're reliable and can last longer than you think. You are stronger than you think. Okay, and there's a portion about labeled reflection. Have you given up on something you shouldn't have? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, those two phrases. Nothing is ever truly gone, and don't give up on it. So that made me think maybe there was a project that you started, a creative endeavor that you started maybe in the past, but you stopped. To borrow from the guidebook, you gave up on it. Maybe it didn't reap the results, the expected results. You gave up on it. This is encouragement to start again or continue. Keep going. Persevere. It was likely simply a matter of timing, right? It wasn't the right time. But receiving this message now is an indication that it is the right time now. So pick that project back up or continue. Okay, exposed and revealed. That could also mean, yes, maybe in the past you were not recognized for your work. This time around, you will be. It's okay, and I'm just noticing the 21 reduces to a 3, and there are 3 pine trees. I'm wondering if that is significant. Makes me think of the 3 of Cups. In the tarot, there are 3 moons. The cycles of life, it makes me think. Also, like, returns to what I said about timing. Something returning, full circle. Three's company, I'm thinking. Three's company. Vitality and longevity, perseverance. Okay. Let me just organize these. Let's go to the Light Seers Tarot. Exposed and revealed. 5 of Wands. Makes me think competition, competitive market. The arena that you're in or that you will be in is competitive. Just meaning saturated. And despite the competition, despite the market being saturated, you will still be found. I'm thinking needle in a haystack. Diamond in the rough. You will be found. You will be found. Now I'm hearing that song. You will be found. You will be found. That's a song from, is it, I don't know the name of it. Something Evan Hansen or something? I'm curious. Let me... Okay. You will be found song. Yeah, okay. It's from the, I believe it was a Broadway play or musical, and it was also a movie. It was the title being Dear Evan Hansen. Dear Evan Hansen. Love that song. Okay, what did I do? Okay, just let's keep going. Let's keep... Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Oh my God, there's a cat here. Ah! Oops. He moved. Okay, let me just put it here. Okay, and you also have the 10 of Wands. Leaving burdens behind. Perhaps one of those burdens was a belief that you weren't meant to be seen. that you weren't worthy of being seen. Overthinking, caught in your head. 9 of Swords. And I see the image in this person's eye. The person looks like nude. Makes me think of vulnerability. The person looks like they don't want to be seen. They want to hide themselves from the world. 3 of Swords. Yeah. So this returns back to one of my first interpretations of seeing this eye, making me think of your third eye, right? And you're receiving divine inspiration. Ace of Swords. Aha moments. Breakthroughs. Clarity. And you see the light here, making me think, well, yeah, source energy, divine inspiration. Just like over here, on this figure, the crown is lit up. Her crown is lit up. So you will, whoever this message is for, receive an inspired idea through an endeavor, a creative endeavor that you may have let go of in the past. And I wanted to say abandoned, and really it does. If you look at this person in the eye, it makes me think of abandonment. Like this person felt abandoned. So you may have felt abandoned. This may be a deep-rooted wound, an abandonment wound that not only originated during this lifetime. This belief that you inherited may not have been a wound that was internalized in this lifetime only. Because I'm looking at the storyteller image here. Quill, old-fashioned books, an old-fashioned book. So it may be a past life wound, a cycle that was passed down through your lineage. Cycle of abandonment, feeling abandoned, feeling unseen, unacknowledged, unworthy, feeling like you are not enough. Four of Pentacles, guarding your resources, feeling protective. Guarding yourself, guarding your feelings, it makes me think. Considering we've seen the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, and this person in the eye looks very protective. Arms wrapped around their legs. Reserved, reticent. What's the advice, please? We did already get persevere, keep going. You will reap long-lasting results. Look at that. King of Swords, wisdom, mastering your thoughts. From Ace of Swords to King of Swords. He looks very down to earth. Yeah, this is part of your calling, part of your mission here. Part of your calling. Answer the call. Judgment. And look at this. Kind of reminds me of this picture here. 2 images of the same person. You've taken the leap of faith on yourself. You have answered the call. If this message resonates with you, you've already answered the call. And Spirit wants you to know, yeah, keep going. In your head, 5 of Swords. Conflicted, feeling conflicted. Yeah, and again, even in this image, this card, there are 2 figures. So your past self, the version of you that felt in lack. And then this person, his arms are outstretched, liberated. This is your true self. Your true self is being exposed and revealed to the world. Your authentic self. You're mastering your, yes, 8 of Pentacles. Keep going. It's going to pay off. You're working on something right now. You're developing your skills. Five of Cups. Focusing on past disappointment. Yeah. Let me get a magnifying glass here. I think, yes, even in this, on this card, I see a quill. There's a feather here, a quill, just like on the storyteller card. So I'm thinking this has to do with communication. You're using your throat chakra. and your intuition, because I'm noticing all these, are these moon cycles? That's what let's go with that, because that's what entered my mind. Using your intuition, listening to your intuition to guide your way on this path, no matter how uncertain, but you've already answered the call. You've taken the leap. Yep, okay. Ace of Pentacles. Material opportunities based on this endeavor. And because you may be at times being remembering what happened in the past, you may not see this coming, or you'll be very surprised. Look at this. 9 of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. And there's a treasure chest here. Emotional fulfillment, material fulfillment. So keep going. Okay, let's stop here. Ooh, look at this, the Sun card. Yep, and makes me think, yes, vitality, especially vitality. The word vitality describes the sun, the energy of the sun, right? Vitality, longevity, perseverance. This will not be a short-term happiness, right? This is true fulfillment. Yeah, and the sun makes me think of, yes, again, returning to exposed and revealed. You're being illuminated. The light is shining on you because the light is shining from you. Again, returning to the Oracle's gift. And this is your gift, your light, your inner light, and call up the Muse. You are the Muse. You inspire. That's part of your gift as well. Okay. Wonderful. Have a wonderful journey. Congratulations on taking a leap of faith on yourself. Take care.